Another type of factoring that we have with quadratics is a binomial factor. This is essentially the opposite of FOILing. So when we have x minus 3 times x plus 7, and you FOIL this together to get x squared plus 7x minus 3x minus 21, we're actually going the opposite direction. We're starting with that multiplied answer, and we're trying to figure out what are the two factors that it came from. So you'll notice that the negative 3 times the 7 gave us this number at the end. So for our first problem, we're trying to find two numbers that multiply to negative 24. If we can find those two numbers that multiply to negative 24, that's going to tell us what goes in the second half of our factors. Same thing over on the other one. We want to find the two numbers that will multiply to 18, just like the negative 3 and the 7 gave us 21. So we need two numbers that would multiply to 18. We also need those same two numbers. You'll notice that we had a minus 3 and a plus 7. Well, we had a 7x and a minus 3x, which together are going to make a 4x. So we need to find two numbers that are going to add together to get us the middle 9 or the middle negative 2. So two numbers that add to the middle and two numbers that multiply to our C term. Of course, in order to get the x squared at the beginning of these, we need to have an x in each factor, so that the x times x gives us x squared when we FOIL it. So what are the two numbers that multiply to negative 24 and add to negative 2? Well, we can make a list of those numbers that multiply to negative 24. For example, 12, negative 12 and 2, or 12 and negative 2. What about negative 24 and 1, 24 and negative 1? We could have negative 8 and 3, positive 8, negative 3. We could have negative 6 and 4, positive 6 and negative 4. And our goal in listing all these out is to find a pair that also add to negative 2. In this case, the negative 6 plus 4 ends up being our winner. So our factors are x minus 6 times x plus 4. If we were to FOIL this out, we would get x times x is x squared, minus 6x plus 4x is minus 2x, and then negative 6 times 4 gets us that negative 24. So we factored it out, and we know that those factors are equal to 0. So what values of x make this true? Well, one of those factors has to equal 0. So x minus 6 could equal 0, which means that x equals 6 is an option. And x plus 4 could equal 0, which means x could equal negative 4 as another option. So let's take a look at our other example here. X squared plus 9x plus 18. We need two numbers that multiply to 18 and add to 9 to complete these factors down here. So we can list off numbers that multiply to 18. We have 9 and 2, 18 and 1, 6 and 3. Don't forget the negatives. Negative 9 and negative 2 could be an option. Negative 18 and negative 1, negative 6 and negative 3. But it does so happen, in order to find two numbers that multiply to 9, we're dealing with our 6 and our 3. So our factors here are x plus 6, x plus 3, and we want that to equal 0 from our equation above. So what numbers are going to make this true? Well, to make x plus 6 equals 0, we could have x equals negative 6. And to make x plus 3 equal to 0, we could have x equals negative 3.